Hello, greetings everybody on this lovely Monday evening. I hope all is well on your side of the world. Alright, so here we are with the reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be using the Ascended Masters Oracle deck, and I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle deck, which I think some of you are familiar with. So we're going to see what they come up with today. I was told I need these two. We'll see what comes up. I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle deck and just see what the energies are like around us for the rest of the week, what we should be focusing on or aware of that is around us, and then maybe some messages from the Ascended Masters after that. Let's see what happens. Okie dokie. So every week I set the intention to please know what is most important for us to know right now, what we need to be aware of, and just get the information or the messages that are most important for us. So let's see what comes up. What do we need to know, or what energies do we need to be aware of around us this week, please? Storm warning. Okay, for some of those, I think they're already in this kind of energy, or this is happening today or in the next day or two. Let's see what else is coming up. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Okay, so maybe there's some kind of awareness around this, that you know that something's coming up or something has been coming. Let me just see if he will focus for us. There we go. All right, so this is about your intuition. I think that we need to, first of all, be aware of any information coming in or any intuitive messages coming in. If you're feeling a particular energy around you, like you're thinking, oh, there's this particular situation, something's got to give, something's going to be happening. Also, there's a number 10 here, so this is like a closure to something. When we see a 10, it's energy going out and energy coming in, or something that's coming full circle. All right, so this is like imminent. It's like you've been waiting for this, or you've known this is coming for a while. Could be very likely that it's something to do with your intuition, that you felt this coming. Also, I think that this is a double meaning here, and it's saying please follow your intuition when it comes to how you deal with this particular situation. Try not to overthink things, but rather seek the guidance. Ask your guides and your guardians, what should I do in this situation? Can you give me some guidance, or show me how best to deal with this? Show me what is possible in this situation. These are the kind of questions we need to be asking from our guides and guardians. Two of the most important phrases to ever remember is please show me how. All right, I've done a video on this, how to ask for that guidance, to be shown how to take part in this spiritual guidance in terms of our physical world. Okay, how can you physically take action according to the guidance that you get, and how can you ask for that properly? So please show me how are 4 magic words to get the right information, because you're being asked to be shown how, but you're also asking them to give you that guidance. What can I do in the physical 3D? And I'm willing to listen. What do you want to show me? All right, so that's very important. Please show me how is the one phrase, and the other one is please show me what is possible in this particular situation. It helps us to stay in a place of hope and faith when things are difficult. It also opens us up to the possibilities, because there are infinite possibilities that we're not always aware of. So we say, please show me how. How can I get out of this? How can I deal with this? Let me deal with this in my best possible way that I can, in a higher mind, and show me how to do that. Help me through it. If I'm, getting a bit low vibe and angry or frustrated or whatever the case is, help me. Lift me up in terms of my energy levels. Help me to alleviate that. Help me to see things clearly. These are the kind of questions we need to be asking in this kind of time. All right, let's see what else comes up. What else do we need to know, please? Or what other energies are there around? Oops. 1st chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay, so this could be physical things that are happening. All right, your 1st chakra, or your root chakra, is the chakra that is associated with your earth energies. Okay, it's your lowest chakra, which is at the base of your spine. It's associated with earth energies. physical 3D stuff. So your job, your money, where you live, your home, and everything that has to do with you feeling safe. So it's talking about your sense of security. Do I feel safe in my home, in my job, in my relationship, in my financial situation? Anything that's in the physical. All right, so there might be some disruption around here, maybe with particular relationships. So it could be a romantic relationship, a work relationship, something to do with family. But it's that kind of energy where your roots are concerned. Okay, we're also talking about ancestral roots, so very much family would come up here, but it's about where you feel safe, your solidity, the foundation that you're building for yourself. Very interesting energy coming up. Um, this is also somehow connected to the heart chakra. It's like something close to your heart, something that's very meaningful for you. So, whether that is your job, your family member, your partner, whatever this is, it's something that is vitally important that you take very seriously. And this is what this energy is revolving around this week. All right, what else, please? Let's see what else we need to know about this. There we go. All right, definitely there's stuff that needs to be sorted out here. This is your third chakra, your solar plexus that's coming up here. Okay. This is the one just below your rib cage, basically, where you feel that strength, that fight or flight mode. This is often what it talks about. And this is where your strength comes from, your strength of will, your strength to do something, or maybe you need to speak up about a particular situation. All right, it's tapping into that and asking for this energy, this angelic energy, or your spiritual energy to help you. Again, this is a number 10, 7 and 3. All right, so again, this is like you need to take a step. You need to maybe be a bit assertive about this closure. And this is very reminiscent of the reading that we had last week as well. It was talking about stepping up, making a stand, taking a stand, being assertive in whatever it is that you're dealing with. And again, I want to say, he's showing the heart chakra here, he's showing the crown chakra as well. It's like dealing with things from a higher mind, asking for that spiritual help, in having the strength and the fortitude to do that, in trusting that if you speak from a place of love, you will always say the right things and it'll bring you the resolution that you're looking for. All right. And as I say every single time, even if you don't believe in angelic energy or you're not someone who's, very religious or whatever the case is, this is just about a consciousness that's around you. Okay. So this consciousness or this energy around this particular source of energy in this particular chakra, your solar plexus, is all about your inner strength, your belief in yourself, your ability to stand up for what you believe in, or stand up for somebody that you care for, or sort a situation out if it's been dragging on too long, whatever the case is. And then here, this is about your solidity, your roots, how strong and secure you feel in all of those elements associated with that root chakra, that earth energy. All right, we also have hostilities here. So it's stuff that needs to be sorted out. It could be that there's an actual argument that takes place or something to get to this resolution that needs to happen. The storm warning, that's a reinforcement of the storm warning, and it's saying there's going to be hostilities. This card, when it comes up, is showing that the hostilities are not covert. Okay, it's not someone who's going to be passive aggressive about it and say, oh, so and so did this and that, and they're not going to go and say to somebody else. This is something where you are being directly approached, or you're going to get to a situation where there's been this underlying energy stirring all the time, like the storm warning, and all of a sudden things explode and someone says what they've been meaning to say for a long time. Okay, I do feel like this is towards a good end. It's something that has to find a resolution, but try to stay in that higher mind. Try to ask for that guidance. Say, please, let me say the right things. Let me not say things that are going to hurt and upset somebody else so bad that there's irreparable damage. But let me be strong enough to say the things I need to say. that the right things are brought up and brought to that person's attention, and that I am receptive as well if there are things that I have to fix or that I have been ignoring and this person needs to say to me. Let me be receptive to being open to change, or at least understanding or some compassion. All right, it's not always just the other person. Maybe there are things that we need to listen to as well, and maybe this is why the storm has been brewing. All right, I'm just going to see if there's anything else from this deck of cards. Anything else, please? I have a feeling that's it. Yep, okay. Let's see what the other deck of cards has for us today, which is the Ascended Masters. Just give it a quick shuffle. Okay, what messages do we need from this deck of cards, please? There we go, jumping out at us. Listen. How very, very appropriate. Okay, so that's what I was just saying now. You know, we don't have to always be ready to speak our minds without being mindful of the fact that we need to listen. Maybe we do need to just keep quiet. If there's someone who's going to have something to say, their opinion also counts. We need to sometimes be quiet and be receptive, not just feel like I've got something to say, I feel like I'm not heard. Yes, maybe you do, and that's a very valid point, but perhaps the other person's feeling the same as well. Maybe you have more in common than you think. All right, try to be still and listen. And when we're talking about this as well, I'm being prompted to remind you again. When you're asking, please show me how, or please show me what's possible, it's important that we stop to listen. Okay, praying is that asking. Meditation is listening. And again, like usual, I always say meditation doesn't have to be you sitting with your legs crossed saying Om. Sit quietly, listen. Just be quiet in your mind if possible, but also in your surroundings. Just be quiet. And instead of having to talk or do or act all the time, just listen, just be receptive. And that's when Spirit speaks to us. That's when Spirit does give us the messages or the idea that we're looking for. Sit quietly. Maybe you've got a great idea on how to resolve the issue. Maybe you do sit and think after you've had an argument with somebody. You sit and think about that argument and you think, hey, you know what, they actually had a valid point. Maybe I don't pay enough attention. Or maybe I am one-sided in the things that I expect. Or maybe I don't listen enough. All right, that reflection, that introspection is vitally important. And for us to sit and actually listen to the other person, even if we don't initially agree with what they're saying, and we also feel defensive here, we also feel hostile, or they're coming across as hostile, try to be in a receptive listening mode, because I think that we're trying, Spirit's trying to tell us here that that's probably the best tool you're going to have in this situation. Thank you. What else, please? Open your heart to love. Okay. All right. It's being reinforced so many times. Instead of just getting hostile, be open to love, looking at things from a loving perspective. It's not easy to do, but the way to solve hostilities is to come from a place of love. Saying things like, I understand that you're upset and I'm sorry that you're upset. I will give it some thought and I will see how I can best change or resolve the situation. Don't come at the person being all angry. Be willing to have some kind of adaptability in the situation as well, and a bit of compassion and understanding. That goes a long way, and that often calms hostilities. When you say to somebody, I'm sorry that I've upset you, or that you're upset, let's see how we can make a way forward. A lot of the time that can just calm that storm. It can, put out the fire to some extent, and then you can sit and think rationally and work together to try and find a resolution. I think there might be one more. Is there anything else, please? Oh, two more. Okay. Persistence. And clear and shield your energy. Okay. This is something that I think is very important. I was thinking about this just before we started the reading. Clear and shield your energy. All right, protect yourself from this negative energy that might be around. There might be something prompting you to get very angry or not be receptive and understanding when you and this person have this altercation or this discussion. Do your best to clear your energy. Go and, go for a run or go for a swim or a shower or have a nice protective bath or a cleansing bath. Sage your house, whatever you want to do. All right. Just burning some nice smelling incense or having something like a burner where you're burning a positive, nice fragrance into the air. I spoke, I think, last week about making a pot of soup with sage in. Sage is a calmative and a natural antidepressant, and every time I cook soup in the house, I make sure I put loads of sage in, dried sage, and everyone comes in saying, "Oh, that smells so nice." And everybody in the house is so calm and receptive to everybody else. So you might even want to do something like that. It's like a secret little sneaky recipe to sorting things out. And maybe you sit down and have a cup of soup together and resolve things, okay? But clear and shield your energy. When we are feeling low, when we're feeling antagonized, when we're feeling like there's something that's imminent, like a fight coming along, we can get really out of balance, and that can make things end badly. So this is saying shield your energy because also it makes us susceptible to negative energy. It makes us susceptible to other negative energies like negative people or even, switched off from higher vibration spiritual energies. You don't want that ever. All right, keep yourself high vibe, stay high vibe. If you're really battling with negative stuff and you're having bad dreams or something like that, please message me. I'm happy to put up a shielding exercise that I've created and some other very informative videos, not made by myself, but that I think are wonderful. And I give to a lot of people who battle with sleep paralysis and things like this. So please get in touch. I'm happy to send that to you with the greatest love. All right, it will help you to keep that vibration, to get rid of anyone who you feel is like an energy vampire or is just negative to be around, that you find exceptionally draining. Remember to keep this in check. You have the right to do that. All right. And persistence. All right, so for me, I feel like some people are not getting their point across, or they're not getting what they want out of a particular situation or a particular conversation that's maybe happening over and over and over. And I feel like, don't give up. If you've hashed this out 100 times and you're getting sick of talking about it, maybe give it one more try. All right, maybe the change in the approach here is going to be the key to you sorting out whatever this is. All right, persistence. And I feel like this is talking about aim your intention and your words correctly. Be mindful of what you're saying. Maybe you need to say it differently, and maybe you need to be more direct than you have been in the past. Okay, maybe you've kind of been like tippy-toeing around what you're trying to say and trying to throw hints about the situation and kind of hint that you're not happy. This is clearly not working. All right, be more direct. Aim your arrow straight and true. Be honest, but come from a place of love. Be honest in a gentle and compassionate way and say, I really feel like I need to express myself and I'm going to be matter of fact about it. Please don't take it in the wrong way, but rather in the vein in which it's intended. I'm just trying to be clear. There's a nice way to do everything, and that is the most constructive way to do things. So, I do wish you everything of the best, because it looks like a lot of people have to do this, but you know what? This is what brings resolution. This is what brings shifts where we feel like energy is being stagnating. So, don't be afraid of this. This looks like this can really have a happy resolution or a positive outcome. It needs to be done. Okay, I wish you all a beautiful week. I hope the message is well received as well, and this is useful to you. And you must all please take care. Lots of love. Bye for now.